McCraw's squad. Batting first and catching will be Inahi Quiroga. Batting second is the DP, Honey Morales. She'll be hitting in place of Bailey Garcia, who plays left field. Zabri Rodriguez is in right field, batting third. Angelina Corral in the cleanup spot, hitting and playing in third base, I should say. Can't read my own handwriting. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, Layla Hernandez in the sixth slot. And playing center field, Zimmery Ellis. Batting seventh is the first baseman, Jocelyn Olguin. Batting eighth, playing second, Sabri Sanchez. And batting ninth and pitching will be Daphne Utahara. For the bench for Coach Stephen McCraw's squad, it'll be Paisha Gonzalez, Braylon Hernandez, Andrea Hernandez, Yaya Garcia, Johanna Ochoa, and Jabri Rios. For Portales, they come in at 9-5 on the year under head coach Amanda Bonner. Right now, they are number 14 in Class 4A, and their starting lineup will be number 5, Miley Bonda, playing in center field. Batting second, playing in left field, Skylar Massey, and will finish the lineup after the national anthem. Wildcat softball continues in a moment.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that helps keep your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome back to Portales, getting ready for the district opener between the Lady Cats and the Lady Rams. I'm TJ Miracle, Tiff Stuber, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. Dawn Morgan on assignment this afternoon. Finishing up the Portales lineup, batting third and catching will be Addison Mayberry. Batting fourth is pitching will be Annalie Lujan. Batting fifth, playing first base, will be Dossie Cordova. Batting sixth and playing third base will be Anetsi Acosta. Batting seventh, playing second, Gloria Terrazas. Batting eighth is the DP, Bianca Rangel. Hits in place of Angel Ornelas, the shortstop. And batting ninth, playing in right field, will be Maria Lujan. So the Cats are in the Road Blues today, a single game to open district. Portales in the home whites. We're looking at 80 degrees as we get ready for first pitch here this afternoon, with winds blowing out of the southwest and gusting up to 20-25 miles per hour. So getting ready to start this one. It'll be Quiroga leading it off for your Lady Cats. Let's go ahead and set Portales for you defensively. Lujan and Mayberry, they are your battery for today. Then you've got Cordova, Terrazas, Ornelas, Acosta around the infield. First to third, Massey, Bonda, and Lujan in the outfield from left to right. For the Cats, they come in with a 4-game winning streak going. Their last games were in Dexter last week, and they won both of those games by a final of 13-3. Portales also with a couple of wins in their last couple of games, 14-8 and 3-2, a doubleheader last week against the Clovis Lady Wildcats. One thing about this Portales team is they can definitely get the bats going. They scored, I want to say, 37 runs a couple of times. Now, those have been kind of runaway games against maybe kind of questionable teams, but that still means they can get the Cats, or rather the bats, going and move around. It's going to be up to the Cats to keep that from happening. So if Lovington can come out and pick up Lujan fairly quickly, that is going to be their goal, to get the bats clicking, get them moving, and get out of here with a win going into the doubleheader against the Artesia Lady Bulldogs at Mac Chase Complex coming up on Friday here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. Of course, we'll have more Lovington Wildcat sports for you tomorrow. We'll be in Roswell for the boys opening district at Goddard. For Lovington boys baseball, single game tomorrow at Goddard, and then on Thursday afternoon we will have first doubleheader of district. So a long time getting this one ready to go. And now Lujan is out there taking the rest of her warm-up pitches as we prepare for the start of this one. So hope you are doing great on a Tuesday afternoon wherever you are around the world. On the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, please subscribe, by the way. Remember, once we get another 1,000 subscribers, I'll pull another $100 out of my pocket. It's not coming from the sponsors, not coming from the station. That's from me, just to say thank you for subscribing. Yep, already $100 out of my pocket. I'd like to, before the end of baseball and softball season, give somebody else $100. Of course, we get to do all these games thanks to those great sponsors you see there on the bottom of your screen and that you are hearing their ads play. We couldn't do this, couldn't travel all over the place and bring you the video free of charge without it. Of course, we'd never charge you and we never ask for donations, and it is because of those great sponsors that we never will. So Portales now, with this brand new facility, we are inside and the windows do not open, so as the sun goes down, we may get a little glare on the camera. I'm aware of it. There's just not a whole lot that we can do about it. And I think actually the holdup is we may be waiting for a second umpire. I see one umpire out there, but I have not seen a second one yet. So, all right, we're waiting on umpires, it would appear. We do have one, and they can play with one if both coaches agree to it, but it is a bit iffy. A lot of times when they have to do that, that umpire will set up behind home plate. So we'll go ahead and we will take another time out and hopefully have a second umpire here and be ready to go shortly as Lady Cat Softball continues in a moment here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington. Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Softball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. I'm TJ Miracle, Tiff Stuber, back at One Radio Square, keeping an eye and an ear on things. Don Morgan on assignment this afternoon. So the all-turf field here at Portales, the new Lady Rams field here on the campus of the school. Of course, for years playing over at the park by the middle school, but I know they've been working hard on this. Glad to see it. Of course, not the first game that the Lady Cats will be playing on turf. Very similar to Hobbs, the way the turf is textured and set up. So here we go as Kidoga will step in, and we are underway in District 2024. And the first pitch from Lujan will be high for ball number 1. So it's a 1-ball, no strike count. We are underway. 14-3 for the Lady Cats, 9-5 for the Lady Rams. As Kidoga out, now she's back in. Mayberry sets up on the inside, and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. As he takes a big rip at it and comes up empty and evens the count up at a ball and a strike. You're going to have to hit one pretty good to get it out of here today. The wind is blowing in. This field does face to the southwest. And the 1-1, that one's going to roll in for ball number 2. If I can keep the scorebook up. So there we go, a 2-ball, 1-strike count. The Cats and the Rams here today. Infield pretty much their normal positions. Outfield playing about 3/4 of the way back. Kidoga settles back in. Lujan gets her sign, and the 2-1 pitch off speed swung on, and that one is heading to the parking lot. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Kidoga leads it off. She'll be followed by Morales, who's the DP today, and then Zabri Rodriguez. Kidoga, the leadoff hitter and the catcher for these Lady Cats. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Off-speed swung on. That one is popped up, comes behind, and the wind catches it and brings it in, and Mayberry makes a great grab up against the fencing for out number 1. He just got under that one and pops it up for out number 1. So 1 down. Thought that one was going to get out, but the wind just kind of hung it up and brought it over. Gave Mayberry a chance to go over and make the grab. So 1 down for the Lady Cats here in the top of the first inning. As now Honey Morales will step in. Slightly open stance for Honey as Lujan will check on the wristband, ready to go. Morales settles in, and the first pitch, that one going to roll in, bounce off the plate, and go over towards the Lovington dugout. Nobody on those, so no harm, no foul, just ball number 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count. Again, 80 degrees. At first pitch, the wind is blowing in. That is from the southwest. This field pointing directly into it. Next pitch, fastball. Good pitch, but it'll be inside for ball number 2. Good eye for Morales. Lujan, a fairly quick worker in the ring. First baseman Cordova in a little bit over at first. And the 2-0 pitch off speed, swung on and missed. As Honey took a big cut at that one, was expecting the heat, and instead got one that was off speed and just in front of it, and runs the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 count now. Lujan ready to go. Mayberry sets up outside in the 2-1 pitch. That one going to roll in for ball number 3. And runs the count to 3-1. Lovington trying to get their first base runner. Top of the first, just underway. From here at this new facility in Portales, it is enclosed, so I'm not going to hear all the crowd noise that we are used to. So, sorry, you'll just have to put up with my dulcet tones. And the 3-1 pitch, high fastball as Honey chases one, probably would have been out of the zone. And it'll run the count full to Morales. 3-2, full count. Honey going to step in. Doesn't choke up on the bat any. As Lujan going to check on the wristband, get her pitch. And the payoff pitch on the way, and that one will be high for ball 4 as Lujan goes to the well one too many times. And Honey holds off on the high fastball and will stand over at first base. So 1 out, runner at first, and now it'll be Zabri Rodriguez to the plate. Zabri, the number 3 hitter, definitely has park power even into the wind. We saw that against Carlsbad a couple of weeks ago in that walk-off grand slam back at Wildcat Lady Cat Field. So runner at first, and the first pitch swung on, and Zabri will shoot that one foul back into the netting. So 0-1 the count as Morales stands over at first after working the 1-out walk. Angelina Corral waits on deck. Lady Cats trying to strike first here in the top of the first. Lujan has her sign. She's ready in the 0-1 pitch, and that one off speed right at the knees, inside corner. Nice pitch. Don't know what Zabri was holding off on that one. Maybe she was thinking something a little bit more over the heart of the plate. Did not get it, though, as Lujan now up in front of her. No balls and 2 strikes. Now Rodriguez going to have to go into plate protection mode. Corner infielders are in. And the 0-2 pitch, that one going to roll in. That one is going to get away from the catcher Mayberry and on her horse as Morales will move down to second on the wild pitch. And it'll run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes at the plate to Rodriguez. So 1-2 now, runner in scoring position for your Lady Cats. Top of the first inning as Zabri will settle back in. Acosta right on the bag at third. And the 1-2 pitch swung on, and that one is going to be popped up over on the left side. Mayberry gets rid of the mask, and she'll grab that one in front of the Lovington dugout. So Mayberry been busy behind the plate. 2 pop-outs for the Lady Cats as 2 of them have gotten under it, and now there are 2 down for the Lady Cats with the cleanup hitter Angelina Corral stepping in with 2 outs. So 2 outs and a runner on, opening game of the 2024 district slate between Lovington and Portales. Always great games between these 2 schools. And the first pitch, and that one going to sail. Mayberry has to come up out of her crouch as Angelina holds off on ball number 1. Didn't even really flinch on that one. Mayberry does a nice job behind the plate. Credit where credit's due to grab that one to keep Morales at second. Morales worked the 1-out walk, moved over on a wild pitch. Now Corral settles back in, and the 1-0 pitch swung on and off the fists, and that one is heading to the parking lot. And the count evens up at 1-1. I don't think technically it's a parking lot over there. It goes over by the soccer fields. Parking lot's really down the third base side here at this new facility. A lot different than the old one. The 1-1 pitch swung on, and that one up into the screening. Corral just a little bit under that one, fouls it off for strike number 2. So a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Again, Acosta playing pretty much right on the line over at third. Cordova in a step or 2 over at first, as you normally see. Middle infielders are back, outfield playing about 3/4 of the way back. And the 2-1 pitch swung on and missed as Lujan takes something off of that one and will strike out Corral to end the Lovington threat in the first inning. So after a half inning, Lovington 0, Portales coming to bat. You're listening to the Lovington Lady Cats from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
In the Lady Cat half of the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, and one runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the first, no score in this one. District opener from here in Portales. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan on assignment this afternoon. Tiff Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. So leading it off for Portales, it'll be the center fielder Miley Bonda, batting second Skylar Massey, and hitting third is the catcher Addison Mayberry. Setting up the Lovington Lady Cats for you, Utahada and Kidoga. They are your battery today. Olguin, Sanchez, Hernandez, Corral around the infield first to third, Garcia, Ellis, and Rodriguez around the outfield from left to right. So Utahada getting the start here today. The district opener. I bet we see her in at least one of the games on Friday, but you can't worry about Friday until you've gotten today taken care of. So Bonda will step in, and she will settle into the left side box, and Daff ready to go, and she'll fire the first one, popped up, and that one is heading to the parking lot for sure. Please don't hit the white Toyota. Strike one. So a no ball, one strike count. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Coach Bonner hollering some instructions to Bonda. Daff ready to go on the 0-1 pitch, and that one, the riser, going to rise right out of the zone, and even the count at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Bonda back into the box, the slightly open stance from the left side, and the 1-1 pitch swung on, and that's a line shot out into left field. Garcia didn't get a real good jump on that one, and it gets all the way past Bailey. Going to go all the way to the fence. Bonda around second. She is heading to third, and that's where Coach Bonner is going to hold her up, but it is a leadoff triple to left for Miley Bonda. And no hesitation on Bonda's part. That one got past Bailey out there, and she was thinking 3 all the way. Even a bobble, and that may be an inside the Parkers. Now Skylar Massey to the plate. Nobody out and a runner at third. So Portales trying to put a little pressure on here early. Corner infielders are in for the Lady Cats, and the first pitch from Daff to Massey is on the outside corner, and that'll be called strike one. So a no ball, 1 strike count. Bonda with the leadoff triple stands on third. Massey steps out, now she's back in. Chokes up a little bit. Corner infielders are in. And the 0-1 pitch, and that one the riser rising out of the zone. And even the count at a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Thing we do know about Portales on the base paths, at least under Coach Bonner, they have been incredibly aggressive. And the 1-1 pitch, and that fastball is going to come inside, and a throw down and safe as Corral gets knocked out of her glove. Doesn't ever have great control of it. Bonda slides back in safely. But a pretty good throw down. It'll be ball 2 at the plate. Good fastball right inside, but this ump has not called it for either pitcher. Now Massey choking way up, and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball outside corner. Yes, ma'am. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2 ball, 2 strike count. Utahada goes out, gets a little rosin. Of course, no dirt on the all-turf field here at the new Lady Ram field. And the 2-2 pitch fastball swung on. And getting a piece of that one, Massey will stay alive. And the county stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ellis shaded a couple of steps over towards left center. Garcia shading a little bit over towards the line in left. Huge hole in the right center field alley. Utahada deals the 2-2, swung on and missed. Ring her up and sit her down as Massey is the first strikeout victim of the game, and there is 1 down for Portales in their half of the first. No score yet, but Portales threatening is now Addison Mayberry to the plate. Mayberry, the catcher, very busy in that top of the first. Recorded a couple outs on pop-outs. Had to go chasing a couple, too. In the first pitch, fastball outside corner. Yes, ma'am. Strike one. So the no ball, 1 strike count. There is 1 down, but a runner at third. Portales threatens here in the first. Outfield stays shaded over towards the left side. Infield still coming in at the corners. And the 0-1 pitch. Fastball swung on. That one's coming back to the press box. And Mayberry down. No balls and 2 strikes. There's windows here. Nothing to worry about. So no ball, 2 strike count. Udahata going to do what she can to pitch around a leadoff triple from Bonda, who stands at third. And the 0-2 pitch swung on. That one is going to be popped up on the infield. Coming in on it is Olguin, and she is called off by Quiroga. And Anahi makes the grab. Sorry, I missed that with the camera. So Anahi makes the grab down the first baseline for out number 2. So now 2 down as Annalie Lujan comes to the plate. Pitcher-on-pitcher duel, and Lujan with a golden opportunity to try and help her own cause out. So 2 outs, runner at third. Udahata ready to go. And the first pitch to Lujan is a riser that rises right out of the zone and outside for ball 1. So the no ball, 1 strike count. Lujan sets up right at the front of the box, has a big open stance. Borders on being out of the box, and the pitch riser away again for ball number 2. So a 2-ball, no strike count. To the cleanup hitter, Lujan. 2 down, but a runner at third. Portales threatening in their half of the first. Udahata gets the sign she wants in the 2-0 pitch fastball, and that one just missing outside. He trying to frame it up. The ump not buying it. It'll be ball 3. So it's a 3-ball, no strike count. Something tells me Lujan is going to have the green light if she's got something she thinks she can handle. Daffodil the 3-0, and yep, she had a big hack at that riser right over the heart. Just got under it, fouls it off for strike number 1. Now let's just taking a couple of steps back towards center and still shading slightly over to left center from her center field position. So now a 3-1 pitch, fastball swung on and missed, and a snap throw down, and it comes in, and then it'll come back, but not going to be in time on the bang, bang, back and forth. And so Portales will manufacture a run, and they lead it 1-0. Quiroga threw it down. Corral dug it out and threw it back, but not in time to get the speedy Bonda, who steals home and gives Portales the 1-0 lead. Count full to Lujan at the plate. And so now the 3-2 pitch off-speed swung on, and that one is out of play on the right side. And so we'll reset and do a full count once again. Portales, Frankensteining together a run, a leadoff triple. And then taking advantage of what would have had to have been a perfect throw with the speed Bonda had, and the payoff pitch swung on. It's a little comebacker as Quiroga bobbles it, and then over to first as Udahata in time as she dug it out and tosses it to Olguin. 1-3 for out number 3. But Portales puts a run on the board after an inning. It's Portales 1, Lovington nothing, as Lady Cat softball continues in a moment.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
For Portales in the bottom of the first, they get one run on one hit, no errors, and nobody left on base after an inning. Portales has the first lead in district, 1-0. And up first for Lovington, it'll be Layla Hernandez. She'll be followed by Zimmery Ellis, and then Jocelyn Olguin. It is 5, 6, and 7. Due up for Lovington. Now going to have to play out of the one-run hole. That run was created when Bonda laced a triple to left. And then it wasn't a bad throw. It was just a little bit off the mark. Quiroga to Corral and then Corral back in. Not in time to get the speedy Bonda. So now Lovington going to have to get back into this one, down 1-0, as Layla will step in to lead off the top of the second. Hernandez, Ellis, and Olguin. So Lujan back in the ring, and her first pitch, and that one will come inside for ball number 1 to Layla. So the 1-ball, no strike count. Hernandez steps out momentarily. Now she's back in. Lujan going to look in. Mayberry sets up on the inside, and the 1-0 pitch, and that one swung on. And getting just a piece of it. And shooting it foul back to the screen. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. So the 1-ball, 1-strike count. It's a little bit different playing on turf. Lovington not completely used to it. Our place is all natural. And the 1-1 pitch, and that one off speed outside corner. Yes, ma'am. And that'll make it a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Top of the second inning. So 1-2. Lujan takes a long look into the dugout. Now check her wristband. She is back on the ring, stands pretty much right in the middle of the rubber, and the 1-2 pitch, and that one swung on and missed, took something off of that one, and that'll be the second K of the ball game for Lujan, and there is one down for Lovington here in this top of the second inning. So now it'll be Zimmery Ellis' turn to see what she can do. Coming up after this one, the JV will be back in action. Of course, they got a couple of big wins the other day. Congratulations to them. They'll be in action after this one. A lot of times now they are playing the varsity games first because there is no time limit on a varsity game. There is on a JV game if they play before varsity. And the first pitch, and that one rises out of the zone, and Ellis takes a big cut at it but comes up empty, strike 1. This is a little similar to what we saw during the game against Berlin a couple of weeks ago. Lovington coming out and just not quite able to settle in. Get the bats clicking, and the 0-1 pitch swung on, and Ellis gets a piece of that one and shoots it back to the screen for strike 2. Similar to that game, every girl, I think, has fouled at least one off, but nobody has made solid contact yet for Lovington. Sometimes they have a little trouble with somebody who doesn't have quite the speed they're used to and has a lot of spin on it. It looks like Lujan certainly does. And the 0-2 pitch swung on, and that one is a hard shot. Going to go down the left field line as Massey circles over and gets to it. But it'll be a big single for Zimmery Ellis. Just as I said, well, nobody's hit one hard yet. What does Z do? Well, she shoots one out into left field. So the one-out single, and Lovington has a runner at first. And now it'll be Jocelyn Olguin to the plate. So Olguin will step in with a runner at first and one out. Lovington trailing 1-0. Olguin, the slightly open stance. Lujan going to check the wristband. Mayberry sets up inside. First pitch to Jocelyn. That's a riser, and it'll rise out of the zone for ball number 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count. Ellis with the first Lady Cat hit of the game stands at first. This is Lujan. The old baseball, softball guy, I mean, let's say looking in for the signs, but she gets those from the dugout. Check swing, and that one is high for ball 2. Mayberry comes up quickly. Just making sure Ellis not going anywhere over at first. Zimmery with good speed over there. She gets even a bobble. She'll probably take off. So it's a 2-ball, no strike count, 1 down. Olguin is the hitter in the 2-0 pitch, and that off speed is going to be high for ball number 3. I think if Lovington is just patient at the bat, Lujan will give them something to work with or can get the walk. Lovington has swung at some things that might have been out of the zone. In the 3-0 pitch, and that one is going to be low and in for ball number 4. So a single followed by a walk, and Lovington is in business here in the top half of the second inning. So now runners at first and second, and that'll bring Sabri Sanchez to the plate. Sanchez getting the start at second here today. So Olguin at first, Ellis at second, one down, Lovington threatening here in the top of the second. So Sanchez, pardon me, will settle in as Lujan taking a long look into the dugout. Acosta playing right on the line now at third. I don't think Sabri's going to bunt. As soon as I say it, she'll lay one down in the first pitch, and that one off speed outside. Corner called, strike 1. Right at the knees, right on the outside corner. She painted it. Nice pitch from Lujan. Lujan and Mayberry, long look into the dugout, get their signals. And the 0-1 pitch to Sabri. Swung on and missed as she chased the rising fastball. So now she's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Going to have to play plate protection here. You're threatening. You got to get some timely hits. 0-2 the count. Sanchez will settle back in. As Lujan ready from the windmill, and the pitch swung on, and that one going to be shot foul over into the netting in front of the Portales dugout. So Sabre gets a piece of it to stay alive. Massey playing well towards the line out in left. Bonda and Lujan pretty much playing straight up in the outfield, about, we'll call it 2/3 of the way back, but a huge hole in left center. Sabri could shoot one out there and score 2 in the 0-2 count. That one is going to drift away and high. Or ball number 1. So the 1-2 strike count. Lady Cats threatening here in the top of the second, trailing 1-0. But have Olguin at first after the walk, and Ellis after a single moved to second on that walk. So it's a 1-2 strike count. Lujan ready to go, and the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, and Sanchez goes down swinging, third K of the ball game for Lujan, and there is 2 down for Lovington here in the top of the second. So now it'll be Daphne Utahara. So Daff will settle in. Chance to help her own cause out, trailing by a run. Now 2 down, pitcher on pitcher duel. Utahara with a pretty good stick up there is not your typical number 9 hitter. And the first pitch to Daff, and she'll take that one off the hands and shoot it foul back to the screen for strike 1. So a 0-1 strike count. Lady Cats got a runner on in the first, left her in scoring position. And now with a runner in scoring position here in the second. So a 0-1 strike count. Utahara with pretty good power and a very good eye at the plate. Not your typical number 9 hitter. In the 0-1, and that one is going to be at the knees, off speed. For a called strike 2. I think Daff was sitting dead red and still got the off-speed pitch and just wasn't ready for it. So now a 0-2 strike count. Lovington would hate to leave 2 runners stranded. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, and swung on and missed as Utahara goes down swinging. And so Lujan will strike out the side, working around a single and a walk. We've played an inning and a half. Portales 1, Lovington 0. Lady Cat softball continues in a moment here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
In the top of the second inning, Lovington threatens but comes up empty. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 runners on base. So we go to the bottom of the second. Portales leading this one 1-0. Dossie Cordova leads it off, and Etsy Acosta bats second, and then Gloria Terrazas. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Lady Rams. So Cordova, the first baseman, will settle in as Udahata back into the circle and ready to go, pitching from behind. And the first pitch, that's a good one, nips the outside corner, called strike 1. As I get the score bug caught up. So a 0-ball, 1-strike count, bottom of the second. Cordova, the big open stance. And the 0-1 pitch comes inside with the fastball. And that'll be strike 2, so a 0-ball, 2-strike count. One thing Udahata does very well is works the corners. She hit the outside, now the inside. Let's see what she thinks of here in the 0-2 pitch, and gets her with the riser, ring her up and sit her down. Second K of the ball game for Daff, and there is 1 down here in this bottom of the second inning. So that is going to bring up an Etsy Acosta to the plate. Acosta, the third baseman for the Lady Rams, will settle into the right side box. Again, an open stance. In so open, it is almost out of the box. And Udahata's first will be a fastball, but it'll be high for ball number 1. When they have that open a stance, and she steps pretty much in the middle of the box, if you can paint that outside corner, it can be extremely effective. Udahata ready, and the 1-0 pitch, and that one going to sail on Udahata. Up, and away. Kidoga gets it, grabs it, nobody on, so wouldn't have mattered anyway, but still a 2-ball, no strike count. Costa, the number 6 hitter in this lineup, and the 2-0 pitch, fastball, inside corner, yes ma'am, strike 1. So a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Lady Cats trailing by a run here in the second. District opener for both of these squads. And the 2-1 pitch, fastball. That one got the outside corner, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-ball, 2-strike count. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Corral and Olguin both in. And the pitch swung on and missed as the changeup gets Acosta swinging, ring her up and sit her down. Third K of the ball game for Udahata. And there is 2 down now for Portales in their half of the second. So now Gloria Terrazas to the plate. Terrazas, the second baseman, will step in. She settles in, ready to go, and the first pitch, and that one going to bounce off the plate, the curveball. Ball number 1. So an 0-ball, 1-strike count. And Corral and Olguin playing in at the corners. Hernandez and Sanchez back in the middle. Ellis shading over towards left field out in center. And the 0-1 pitch, fastball swung on and missed. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. Rodriguez playing pretty much straight up. Garcia playing a little bit over towards the line and left. Big hole out in the right center power alley, and the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed, and ring her up and sit her down as Udahata will strike out the side. And we've played 2. It's Portales 1, Lovington nothing. Lovington Lady Cat softball will continue in a moment from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington. Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Unahata strikes out the side in the bottom of the second as no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. 1-2-3 went the Lady Rams, so we head to the top of the third, and lineup will turn over for the Lady Cats, and Cadoga, Honey Morales, and Zabri Rodriguez. 1, 2, and 3 due up for Lovington. Pardon me, I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan on assignment this evening. Tiff Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. So Cadoga, who popped out to lead off the game, is up first, and she will shoot that one foul just down the third baseline. And I was sitting back waiting on that one, and just a little bit too far out in front of it. It'll be a bouncing strike one. So an 0-ball, 1-strike count. Of course, this may be the toughest district in the state. Going to be important for both of these teams to win this one to take control. And the 0-1 pitch is Cadoga shows bunt, and Q shots it off the end of the bat foul. Well, that'll run the count to 0-balls, 2 strikes. Cadoga, again, not your typical catcher. A leading off, and she has got good speed. Tries to bunt her way on, but doesn't work. So now she'll have to swing away down 0-2. Mayberry sets up outside, and the 0-2 pitch off speed swung on, and that one is going to be popped up over on the right side, and that one will dink off of the chain link. So the count stays at 0-2. That's very similar to the one that Cadoga popped up that Mayberry went and caught back in the first. Through 2 innings, Lovington, no runs, 1 hit. No errors committed by Portales or by Lovington. And 3 runners left on for the Lady Cats. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, nobody left on for Portales. And now the 0-2 to Cadoga as an eye. He takes that one. It pops it up over on the left side. Charging in is the left fielder, Massey, and almost overruns it, but gets under it in time for the fly out to left. Blowing in, seeing it gust 20-25 miles an hour. Gonna have to put one on a line to get it out of here. That one, the wind kind of hung it up a little bit, let Massey adjust to it. So 1 down. And now it'll be Morales to the plate. She'll show bunt and lays a butte down up the third baseline and no throw. And so the bunt single for Honey Morales. So the bunt single in Lovington in business. Coach Stephen McCraw has called for it a couple of times now. Even though Acosta and Cordova both playing over towards the line and in a couple of steps, taking advantage of Morales' speed. So now it'll be Zabri Rodriguez to the plate. As Lujan ready, and now Zabri going to say, nope, I think I want to make you redo this. So Morales over at first for her second time on today. And Zabri steps in. The first pitch, Rodriguez right back up the middle. It'll be a little jam shot over to Tarazas, and she will turn it over to first, but not going to be in time to turn the double play. So Morales is going to be out 4-6 for out number 2. Zabri will reach on the fielder's choice. And there's 2 down for the Lady Cats, and now Angelina Corral going to step in, try and clean it off. Tarazas flipped that one pretty quickly to Ornelas, who got there, and then she turned it. And not in time to get Zabri. It has pretty good speed. So runner at first, 2 down now. Corral, the open stance, right side box. Lujan ready to go, and the first pitch, and that one's going to be low for ball number 1. So a 1 ball, no strike count. 2 down for the Lady Cats, top third. They trail by a run. They've had runners on, but have not managed to get them home yet. Through the first 2 2/3, and the pitch to Angelina is up and away, ball 2. So the 2-ball, no strike count. Of course, after today, up next for Lovington. They will head to Artesia on Friday afternoon, double header there at Mac Chase Field. And the 2-0 pitch swung on, and that'll be a little chop shot. Ornelas is just going to take it herself, and she'll go from short and tap the bag at second to get Zabri Rodriguez on the 6 unassisted, and Corral with the fielder's choice. So the Lady Cats put another runner on, but can't move her around. We head to the bottom of the third. Portales 1, Lovington nothing. Lady Cat softball continues in a moment from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
In the top of the third, the Lady Cats, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. Portales still leading this one 1-0. It'll be 8-9-1 due up for the Lady Rams. That's Bianca Rangel, their designated player, followed by Maria Lujan and then Miley Bonda. So 8-9-1. Rangel, the DP, will step in, and Daft's first pitch will be outside with the fastball for ball number 1. We mentioned next up for Lovington after today, they'll have the doubleheader against Artesia coming up on Friday. I believe Portales is taking on Goddard Friday. And the 1-0 pitch fastball, and just misses inside. That may be the first one of those that Daff has missed. She has been painting that inside corner like Da Vinci, but misses that one. So Udahata looking in, she's ready to go, and the 2-0 pitch, and throws the inside off-speed pitch this time. And it'll miss for ball number 3. Rangel, Lujan, and Bonda, 8-9-1 for Portales. And with 3-ball, no strike count. And that pitch sails up and away, and Rangel will work the leadoff walk for Portales, and that'll bring Maria Lujan, the right fielder, to the plate. So runner on, nobody out. We get that adjusted over. There we go. So Lujan to the plate, her first at bat. Dangerous Bonda waits on deck. Udahata kicks and deals. Fastball. That one paints the outside corner. And it's a no-ball, 1 strike count. Udahata through 2+ with 4 Ks in the ball game. Giving up 1 hit and 1 run, and it was earned. And now Lujan shows bunt and will lay it down. It is picked up and tossed over as Corral charges in, gets it to Olguin in time to get Lujan. She will be out 5-3 for out number 1, but it will move Rangel to second. So the sack bunt works to perfection. And so now a runner in scoring position for Portales as Bonda to the plate. Bonda with the leadoff triple back in the first. She is 1 for 1. So the leadoff center fielder, Udahata, will deal, and that one going to be fouled as Coach Bonner trying to play a little small ball. Be strike 1. Button with Bonda counting on the speed, and especially coming out of the left side box to maybe get her on and get a runner at third. I see the wisdom in it. And the pitch, fastball, that one is going to just miss. I don't know where it missed, but it missed. Ball one. And maybe it was just a touch outside. Hard to see from my angle. Slightly over towards the right side box from my angle, looking down on it. And now the 1-1 pitch, and that one is going to be outside, ball two. So the 2-ball, 1-strike count. Ellis again shading over towards left. Garcia shading over towards the line and left a little bit. And now the 2-1 pitch swung on, and that one is heading down the left side, foul. So it becomes just a long strike number 2. That was eerily reminiscent of the triple that Bonda hit in the first. Got around a little late on that one and evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Skylar Massey waits on deck, 1 out, runner in scoring position. And the 2-2 pitch riser out of the zone runs the count full to Bonda. So 3-2. Runner at second is Rangel, who got the lead-off walk, moved over on a sac bunt by Lujan. And now Bonda has worked the count full, and the payoff pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Ringer up and set her down. 5th K of the ball game for Utahada. And that battle goes to Utahada, so they are 1-1 in that category so far this afternoon. 2 down now for Portales as Skylar Massey will step in. Massey, a strikeout victim, her first time up. She is 0 for 1. As Daft back on the rubber. First pitch to Massey, and that one, late movement. Pretty good stuff on it. Baseball, we'd call it a cutter. And it cut late for strike 1. No ball, 1-strike count. Fishing though, cutting softball. Throws the same pitch. And this time Massey takes a big cut at it. Comes up empty, strike 2. 0-2 the count as Coach Bonner wants to have a word with Massey. Just a quick word while we've got a moment. Big thanks to all those sponsors. You see them at the bottom of your screen. You're hearing their ads. We appreciate those folks. Be sure you show your appreciation. Let them know that you're watching and you're listening, and you appreciate them making it possible for us to do this. And the 0-2 pitch and fastball, yes ma'am, ringer up and sit her down. Massey goes down looking. 6th K of the ball game. Portales puts a runner on, puts her in scoring position, but can't move her around. We head to the 4th. Portales 1, Lovington still trying to get on the board. Lady Cat softball continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
In the bottom of the 3rd, Portales, no runs, no hits, no Lovington errors, and 1 runner is left on base. We head to the 4th. Portales 1, Lovington nothing. Due up for the Lady Cats, it'll be Hernandez, Ellis, and Olguin. That is 5, 6, and 7 due up for Lovington. Here in their half of the 3rd. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan on assignment tonight. She will be back with us on Friday from Artesia. Of course, she'll be with us tomorrow, too, from Roswell Goddard for boys baseball, and on Thursday night as well. Oh, it'll be up to Layla Hernandez, see if she can get the line moving for the Lady Cats. Wind still blowing in. Pleasant afternoon. This booth is entirely enclosed. We cannot open the windows, so we may start getting some glare as the sun continues to move down. And the first pitch swung on and a big cut, and Layla gets a piece of it, but will foul it off for strike number one. No balls, one strike. A leadoff triple in the first, plates a run, and that is the only run of the ball game. It has been a pitcher's duel pretty much since then. Lovington has threatened a couple times, but come up empty. Mayberry sets up outside in the 0-1 pitch. That one hung up a little bit in the hands of Lujan and goes all the way to the screen over the head of everybody. So the count evens up at a ball and a strike. So a 1-1 strike count. Just underway, top of the fourth inning. Layla Hernandez leading off 0 for 1 in the ball game. You'd like to change that. And the 1-1 pitch, and she'll show bunt and push that one foul up into the screen. For strike number 2. Well, looks like Coach McCraw, especially maybe with some of his slightly faster players, choosing to maybe think about trying a little small ball, at least on one pitch of an at-bat. Hernandez is the shortstop, does have pretty good wheels. I would think Ellis might attempt it too, sitting on deck. So a 1-2 strike count. And the pitch, that one going to sail up and away on the riser. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So it's a 2-2 strike count. Hernandez leads things off here in the top of the fourth inning. Still around 80 degrees here as we click towards 6 o'clock in the evening. 2-2 pitch, swung on, and that one back into the screen off the end of the bat and off the top of the bat. Layla under that one, just a little bit late on it, so the count stays at 2-2. So the 2-2 strike count goes to playing pretty much even with the bag over at third. As Lujan deals the 2-2 pitch, that one going to go up and away and gets past Mayberry. It'll run the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So the 3-2 strike count, full count. To Layla Hernandez leading it off here in the fourth inning for the Lady Cats, who trail by a run. Outfield deep, pretty much straight up for the Rams. And the payoff pitch swung on. That'll be a line shot heading out towards left field. And somehow Massey misplays it, but she's got such a long frame, she managed to reach up and snap that one out of the air and makes the grab for out number 1. That's the second one she's almost overrun. But she is a tall young lady and snapped that arm up there and could grab it. So out 1 as Layla robbed of a hit. And so now it'll bring Zimmery Ellis to the plate. Ellis with a line shot out to left. She's 1 for 1, and the first pitch will be outside to Ellis for ball number 1. No 1-ball, no strike count. Of course, the way the sun is, too, Massey may be having a little trouble picking it up. The way the sun is coming in, the left side of things might have a little trouble here. And the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed as Ellis takes a big hack at that one. Comes up empty, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. So the 1-1 strike count. Ornelas and Terrazas playing back in the middle of the infield. Acosta playing behind the bag almost at third. Cordova even with the bag over at first. 1-1 pitch to Ellis. Swung on. That one is heading to the parking lot. And that'll be strike 2, and I think that one probably did hit the white Toyota. Thanks, Zimmery. I'll send you the bill. Strike 2. Actually, where I'm parked, I'm safe. Still a 1-2 strike count. 1 down for the Lady Cats here in this top of the fourth inning. Trailing 1-0. They've left 4 runners stranded through 3 1/3, and the off-speed pitch, and that one going to just miss outside. Tell Lujan wanted that one. It was a pretty good pitch, but just floated a little bit outside, so the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye for Ellis. Lightly open stance for Zimmery. Mayberry sets up on the outside. And the 2-2 pitch swung on, and that one is going to be chopped foul in front of the Lovington dugout, so we're reset at 2-2. Lujan uses her off-speed pitch, her changeup, quite a bit, and it's been pretty effective. She's got 4 Ks through 3 1/3 now. Ellis getting a piece of that one. Lovington might be able to pick up on when she's throwing it. She kind of has a little hitch when she throws the changeup, and the 2-2 pitch in that one. Another changeup that's going to roll in, ball 3. So that will run the count full to Ellis. Back-to-back full counts worked. Just the third full count in the ball game worked by Lovington batters. So now a full count to Ellis. As the wind and the payoff pitch swung on, and that one is heading to the parking lot. So we'll reset and try it again. And 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 the count. Lady Cats and the Lady Rams from here in Portales. So 3-2. Ellis back in. Now Lujan ready to go. Payoff pitch, and that one is going to be up and away. Ball 4 as Ellis will work the walk and will trot down to first, and Lovington has another base runner here in the top of the 4th inning. So now it'll be Olguin's turn. Jocelyn worked the walk her last time up and was left stranded at first. So now it'll be Jocelyn Olguin to the plate. Olguin, the Lady Cat first baseman. Ellis with good speed at first. And now Lujan ready to go. Mayberry sets up in the middle and shows bunt. Comes down with it. Runner goes. Throw gets away from a sliding Ornelas and over a sliding Ellis. Ellis and Ornelas, and it'll be a stolen base for Zimmery. And I'm pretty sure it was ball 1 at the plate to Olguin. Zimmery up, and she is hobbling a little bit. Coach McCraw going to go out and check on her. Hope she is certainly all right. While we have a quick moment, like to say a big thank you to all of our great sponsors. You see them there at the bottom of your screen. Of course, we don't get to do this without them, so we appreciate them very much, making it possible for us to bring you Lovington Wildcat and Lady Cat Athletics here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. So, all right, looks like Zimmery's up and doing good. So, all right, here we go. And it's a 1-0 count to Olguin at the plate. So Jocelyn back in, runner in scoring position. And the pitch to Olguin swung on, and that's a line shot right back up the middle. That is going to find its way through. Bonda gets to it quickly, throws it in hard, and there will be a play at the plate, but not in time to get the speedy Ellis. Snap throw down to second. Ornelas will jump up and get it. It'll be an RBI single for Olguin, and good speed for Zimmery Ellis to tie this one up at a run apiece. So the RBI single for Olguin. She moves down to second on the play at the plate, and Lovington has knotted this one up. So now it'll be Sabri Sanchez's turn to try and keep the line moving for the Lady Cats. Sabri 0 for 1, a strikeout victim back in the second. But now Lovington trying to put a crooked number on the board. First pitch for Sabri. That one is in the air and going to go foul down the first base right side. First base right field line. Strike 1. A little bit late and a little bit underneath that one. But a good idea. No ball, 1 strike. Olguin at second after the RBI to center. All tied at a run apiece now here in the top of the 4th inning. And the 0-1 pitch swung on, and that one is heading over the Portales bullpen behind their dugout. Strike 2. Lovington trying to get the bats moving. With 1 out here in the 4th. They've tied it at a run apiece. A walk, a stolen base, and then an RBI single. And now 0-2 at the plate to Sanchez. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed as the changeup got Sanchez out in front. So now 2 down for the Lady Cats. That's the 5th K of the ball game for Lujan. And it'll bring up Daphne Udahata. So Daff with a chance to help her own cause here. Number 9 hitter for the Lady Cats. And the pitcher-on-pitcher duel. First pitch to Daff, swung on, and that one is going to be popped up on the infield. Charging in is Ornelas in front of the ring. Will get it on the run. So Daphne looks at the first pitch she sees and pops it up to Ornelas for out number 3, but the Lady Cats will put a run across. We head to the bottom of the 4th, all tied at 1. Lovington Lady Cat softball continues in a moment from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
The Lady Cats get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors committed by Portales, and 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th, all tied up at 1, and due up for Portales. It'll be 3, 4, and 5. The heart of their order, Mayberry, Lujan, and Cordova. I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan on assignment this afternoon. Tiff Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. So Mayberry will step in 0 for 1. She popped out back in the first. So the Lady Rams catcher leading it off 3, 4, and 5. And the first pitch from Daff is in on the inside corner, called strike 1 to Mayberry. Think about Udahata. When she gets in a groove, she does not waste much time. Mayberry steps out to kind of try and slow that down a little bit, but Daff already on the ring and ready to go. And the 0-1 pitch, fastball swung on and missed as got her chasing a tailing fastball. That has become one of the most effective pitches in Udahata's arsenal this season. I know she's been spending some time working on that. So a no ball, 2 strike count to Mayberry leading it off. Udahata ready. Yoga sets up outside, and the 0-2 pitch fastball got her with the riser, ring her up and set her down as Mayberry hacks at it. Comes up empty for out number 1. That is K number 7 for Utahata. Now it'll be Annalie Lujan to the plate. Lujan grounded out to Udahata to end the first. She is 0 for 1, a pitcher-on-pitcher duel here. They'll all tied at a run apiece here in the bottom of the 4th. On the big open stance, and Udahata takes something off of that one and paints the inside corner with it. It'll be a called strike 1. Daphne, after throwing 3 straight away to Mayberry, comes inside on Lujan on the 0-1 pitch. She'll throw that away fastball, and that one's on the outside corner. Yes, ma'am, strike 2. A little bit of a glance back from Lujan to the umpire saying, really? Yep, it's settles back in. Quiroga sets up on the outside. It's a no ball, 2 strike count, and the pitch swung on, and that'll be a ground shot. Hernandez comes up with it, fires to Olguin at first in plenty of time. 6-3 for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for Portales here in the 4th. Now to be Dossie Cordova to the plate. Cordova 0 for 1 in the ballgame, struck out to lead off the 2nd. So she'll step in with the bases clear and 2 outs here in the 4th. Again, the big open stance, and the first pitch paints the inside corner. Not a fastball, but not really an off-speed pitch either. Just kind of her medium pitch, I guess you would call it. Strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch, she'll throw that cutter, and that one is going to miss away. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. I can get the score bug to cooperate. There we go. So a ball and a strike, 2 down. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cordova back in, and the 1-1 pitch trying to paint the inside and comes just a little far in with it to the number 5 hitter in the Portales lineup for ball 2. Again, Ellis playing a couple of steps over towards left, and the ginormous Ram out there they've got painted in center. 2-1 pitch, and that one is going to sweep over the outside corner and even things up at 2-2. And Garcia playing a little over towards the line and left. Ellis playing a little over towards the alley and left center. Not a lot, 3 or 4 steps. Rodriguez playing pretty much straight up out and right. Huge hole in right center. And the pitch, the riser, ringer up and set her down. Cordova goes down swinging 8th K of the ball game for Utahada. And Portales goes 1-2-3 in their half of the 4th. We head to the 5th. Lovington 1, Portales 1. Lovington Lady Cat softball continues on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North.
Of the 4th, we head to the top of the 5th and back to the top of the Lady Cat lineup, Quiroga, Morales, and Rodriguez. I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you with us here this afternoon. Beautiful afternoon for the district softball opener here in Portales at the Lady Rams' new facility on the campus here at Portales High. Just to the east of the baseball field and the tennis courts. And the first pitch to Anai. She'll take a little shot, and it's a line shot knocked down at second by Terrazas, who picks it up and will get over to Cordova in time. 4-3 for out number 1. But Quiroga jumping on that first pitch, and a nice job by Terrazas to knock that one down. And a good presence of mind. She didn't go down with her glove and try and get it. She just picked it up and flipped it over to Cordova. So 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's pretty darn deficient. So now it'll be Honey Morales to the plate. Morales walked in the first and was left stranded, then had a single in the third, and the first pitch is a sweeping fastball on the outside corner. So no ball, 1 strike count. Zabri Rodriguez waits on deck. 1 out here in the 5th, all knotted up at a run apiece. And the 0-1 pitch as Honey shows bunt. That's how she got on last time, was a bunt single, but miscues on that one. It's a little bit of a misfire, kind of out the end of the bat like a cue shot. And so now she's down 0 balls, 2 strikes. It'll be swing away time for Morales. Walked in the first, singled in the third on the bunt. So now in the hole, 0 balls, 2 strikes. Lujan has what she wants, and she will deal the 0-2 pitch and took something off of that one, and Morales way out in front of strike number 3 with the changeup. 6th K of the ball game for Lujan, and there are 2 down for the Lady Cats here in the top of the 5th. So now it'll be up to Zabri Rodriguez to see if she can get something going. Zabri 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice her last time up. So 0 for 2 and due, as my partner in crime, Don Morgan, would say. Zabri would like to start a little something with 2 outs. And Zabri will take the first pitch, and it's a little bloop that's going to fall. Getting to it is Ornelas, and she'll fire it over to Cordova. That one could have been trouble as it got between Terrazas and Lujan, but Terrazas charged up, made a good play on it, and then fires it over 4-3 for out number 3. So Lovington goes quickly and quietly in the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 1, 2, 3, down go the Lady Cats as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, all tied at 1. Lady Cat softball continues in a moment.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Back here in Portales, Lovington, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. It'll be Acosta leading it off. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Lady Rams. I'm TJ Miracle. Hope you are doing well today. So the first pitch was a ball to Acosta. 0 for 1. She struck out back in the second. Utahata ready to go again, and the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. And evens the count at a ball and a strike to Acosta. So a 1-ball, 1-strike count. All tied at 1 apiece. Here in this bottom of the fifth inning, you would expect nothing less between the Lady Cats and the Lady Rams. And the pitch swung on. That'll be a little chopper as Utahata waits on it, turns around, and fires to Olguin in time to get Acosta 1-3 for out number 1. This one I'm kind of had to wait on as it bounced high in the air, and Utahata showing good patience. Waited for it, caught it, and then made a good strong throw to Olguin to get Acosta, who has pretty good speed. So now it'll be Gloria Terrazas to the plate. Terrazas 0 for 1. And the first pitch, she'll show bunt and shoot that one off the end of the bat. Foul for strike 1. No ball, 1-strike count. Bottom of the fifth inning, all tied at 1. District opener, the second season here in Portales. Of course, they all matter. And the 0-1 pitch, and she'll show bunt again and fouls that one off of herself. So Terrazas with pretty good speed trying to bunt her way on. Could have been trouble. Utahata might have gotten there in time. Then could she have gotten it to Sanchez around the runner? That would have been the question. But now Terrazas going to have to swing away as Utahata, the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Got her with the riser, ring her up and sit her down. 9th K of the ball game for Utahata. And Portales has 2 away as now Bianca Rangel to the plate. Rangel walked and was left stranded back in the third. And now Rangel to the plate with 2 outs, nobody on. She looks down. Coach Bonner, she'll flash her a quick sign. And the first pitch, the riser as Rangel hacks at that one for strike 1. She looks down, and I think Coach Bonner told her, make sure that it's not moving up over your helmet. The 0-1 pitch, and that one will sweep across the plate. Strike 2 on the call. 0-ball, 2-strike count. Utahata picks up the rosin bag. Sometimes she'll put dirt out there, but of course no dirt here on the artificial turf, and she's ready to go. And the 0-2 pitch swung on, and Rangel gets a piece of that one. Fouls it back to the screen, so stays alive. No balls, 2 strikes. No, the 0-2 count. Lovington trying to keep this one knotted up at a run apiece going to the 6th inning. Rangel trying to start something with 2 outs. And the 0-2 pitch, and the riser, ringer up, center down as she chops at another one up above the zone. 10th K of the ball game for Daff. And that will sit Portales down 1-2-3. We head to the 6th, all tied at 1. As Lovington Lady Cat softball continues in a moment from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for Portales in their half of the fifth. We head to the sixth, all knotted up at a run apiece, and it'll be 4, 5, and 6. That is Corral, Hernandez, and Ellis due up for the Lady Cats. I'm TJ Miracle. Hope you are doing well on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. So Angelina Corral will step in. 0 for 2, fielder's choice her last time up, and she will take the first pitch and she will shoot a little line shot out into right field. Going to be misplayed by Lujan. She'll get it quickly, and a relay throw in, but not going to be in time. It'll be a single for Corral, and then the E9 allows her to move to second. So Lovington takes the first pitch, and they are in business. As Corral, just the little jam shot out into right field. Lujan, I think, was looking up and looking to throw it before she had it. She got it quickly, but it cost him a base. As Joanna Ochoa will check into courtesy run. So Coach McCraw not messing around. Of course, with the unlimited substitutions in softball, he can do that. Angelina will be right back in next inning, you can bet. So Layla will step in. He's just making sure he's got the most speed he can get on the base paths in a one-all game. So now runner in scoring position is Layla Hernandez to the plate. Layla 0 for 2. A good fly out to left her last time up. She just needs to put it in play. One thing about Coach McCraw, he is not afraid to play small ball with any iteration of his lineup. So now Layla, right at the front line, goes in. As Lujan will kick and fire, check swing, and yep, she held it up, and it was high for ball number 1. Good job there by Hernandez to recognize that one was going to come out of the zone. Sorry, Tiff, let me back that down a little bit so we're not blasting so much. So a 1-ball, no strike count. Runner at second. Wind in the pitch and showing bunt. That one going to be dropped by Mayberry, but drops it on the plate, and it bounces out in front between her and Lujan. It'll be ball 2 to Hernandez. Layla quickly snapping the bat back. Looked like she was thinking about the bunt, but snaps it back quickly. So it's a 2-ball, no strike count. Lovington, after the leadoff single, has a runner in scoring position after a bit of a misplay in the outfield. And now Layla going to step out. As for time, it is granted. It's a 2-0 count to her. Mayberry sets up on the outside. And the 2-0 pitch, and that one is going to be low for ball number 3. Mayberry does a nice job knocking that one down. It was, I'd say, normally in the dirt. It's in the turf. But she knocked it down, kept it in front of her, and that will keep Ochoa stapled over at second. Ochoa running for Corral. So a 3-ball, no strike count. Something tells me Layla will have the green light if she gets a watermelon. And the 3-0 pitch, and watches that one. It'll be inside, ball 4. And so Layla works the nobody out walk. So you've got Ochoa at second, Hernandez at first, and now Zimmery Ellis to the plate. Ellis singled in the first, walked and scored in the fourth. Zimmery also stole the base in there. So now 2 on, nobody out. And Ellis, I think, might be a candidate to bunt with good speed. Takes it down the first baseline. Could be problems. She'll bunt. Bunts it on the left side. Pops it up. That was a dangerous bunt. It'll go foul for strike 1. You got to put it down. Bunt down on it. Not get under it and pop it up. Got to get it down and try and kill it. The turf is supposed to act in that respect like the dirt that we're used to, the dirt and the grass. Not sure that it actually does, but that's what it's supposed to do. A 1 pitch to Ellis. She'll swing, and she will shoot that one foul. Emery took a big hack at it. Got good wood on it, but right back into the screen foul for strike two. So Lovington threatening. A leadoff single by Angelina Corral winds up at second after a fielding error. Then a walk to Layla Hernandez. Ochoa and Courtesy running at second. Hernandez at first. 0-2 count to Ellis at the plate, and the pitch. That one rolls in. That one is going to bounce, and a little bit of a hesitation for Ochoa, and she is going to be out trying to steal third. If she doesn't hesitate, she makes it as Coach McCraw just puts the hands on the hips and shakes the head. So Ochoa is going to be out 2-5 for out number one. Hernandez will get the stolen base at second. And it was ball number one, but a running error wipes out the fielding error. And there is two down now for the Lady Cats. Quickly here in their half of the sixth inning. Now Jocelyn Olguin to the plate. Olguin walked in the second. Had an RBI single in the fourth, then was left stranded. Good speed at second with Layla. That same single here probably puts Lovington up 2-1. First pitch, and that one is going to be up and away. And, ooh, Layla way off first. And Mayberry with a pretty good arm. Not sure you'd want to test her. Be ball one. A little bit of a bobble there. And on that throw out that got Ochoa, she hesitated, and it cost the Lady Cats. So 1 ball, no strike count. And the pitch, that one rolls in, and another bobble, and well out again is Mayberry out in front of it as Hernandez daring her to try and throw it somewhere. Be ball two. So with 2 ball, no strike count. Coach McCraw hollering down. Olguin telling her to look for her pitch. So 2 out, 1 on. Lovington had 2 out, nobody on, but Portales has gotten around it with a little help. And the 2-0 pitch, and that one is going to be up and away, ball 3. So the 3 ball, no strike count. If they lose Jocelyn, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for Portales, because they'd have Sanchez on deck and Sabry 0 for 2. And it would put a force on first, second, or third. So with 3 ball, no strike count. And the 3-0 pitch, and that one right at the knees, inside corner. Good pitch from Lujan. A little bit of a frame job there from Mayberry. Didn't need it. It was strike one. So with 3 ball, 1 strike count. Jocelyn steps out. Now she's back in. Olguin waiting on the delivery from Lujan. Mayberry going to set up on the outside. 3-1 delivery on the way, swung on, and Jocelyn fires that one foul back into the chain link and will run the count full. It has been a back and forth affair all afternoon here in Portales, and we are tied at 1 apiece. A base running error for Lovington wipes out a fielding error for Portales. A 1 on, 2 outs. Runner at second is Layla Hernandez, who worked the walk and stole second. Unfortunately, it was part of a double steal that the front end didn't work. And the payoff pitch swung on, and a line shot going to get over the head of a leaping Ornelas. Rounding third and heading home is going to be Layla Hernandez, and it is an RBI single, the second one of the ball game for Jocelyn Olguin, as she will plate Layla Hernandez, and Lovington will take the 2-1 lead. So Olguin comes through in a big way. For the second time for the Lady Cats, she had an RBI single in the fourth and an RBI single in the sixth, gives Lovington the lead. So now Coach McCraw coming to his bench is Sabry Sanchez. I bet she stays in to play second, but Yaya Garcia will come in as a pinch hitter. So Yaya Garcia coming into pinch hit. You will often see Yaya come into situational hit. We'll have a courtesy runner check into the game too, as Braylon Hernandez goes over to run it first. So Hernandez on courtesy running for Jocelyn. So Hernandez to run for Olguin as Coach McCraw putting some speed out there. As Yaya Garcia will step in as the pinch hitter. 2-1 Lovington in the lead. You were hoping Lovington didn't squander 2 on, nobody out, and they did not. They managed to cash one in and lead this one 2-1. So after all the paperwork is done, Yaya will step into the right side box, giving Lujan a chance to catch her breath a little bit. So Mayberry back down, and the first pitch to Garcia, and that one is going to be low, and that one gets away from Mayberry, and Hernandez takes off for second. She'll have the stolen base. And so Lovington going to keep a lady in scoring position. And have Yaya can get one into the outfield. That should score the speedy Hernandez. Braylon Hernandez, courtesy running at second, steals the base. It's a 1-0 count to Yaya Garcia. Next pitch, fastball right at the belt. Not sure Yaya's going to see a better one than that all season. But holds up on it, and it'll even the count at a ball and a strike. Garcia stares down Lujan, who looks over into the dugout. And now she's ready to go. Mayberry outside, and the 1-1 pitch swung on. That'll be a comeback right to Lujan, and she will fire it over. Plenty of time to Cordova. 1-3 for out number 3. But the Lady Cats, Frankenstein, a run onto the board. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It is Lovington 2, Portales 1. Lovington Lady Cat softball continues in a moment here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
1 run on 2 hits, 1 error committed by Portales, and 1 runner left on base. We've played 5.5. Lovington leads this one by a score of 2-1. I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you with us. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it'll be 9-1-2. Lujan, Bonda, and Massey due up for the Lady Rams, now trailing 2-1 opening game in district. Lujan had a sac bunt her last time up. She'll show bunt again, pulls the bat back, but it's still in the strike zone. Hits the outside corner, strike 1. So the 1 ball, no strike count. As Udahata, other than giving up the leadoff triple, has managed to shut down Portales since then. That one going to sail high, and even the count at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Lujan, Bonda, Massey, 9-1-2 due up for Portales. As the sun continues to set, we are going to start getting some more glare on the camera. Lujan shows bunt, and we'll put that one foul. Nice heads-up play by Corral and Quiroga, seeing that that one was going to go foul. So now it's a no ball, 2 strike count. That could have been trouble if anybody touches it. I have a feeling Coach McCraw or Coach DePorto or somebody in the dugout was hollering, let it go, let it go, let it go. So now it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Udahata looks in, has her sign on the 1-2 pitch, got her with the riser, ring her up and sit her down. 11th K of the ball game for Daphne Udahata. And that will turn it back over to the top of the Lady Rams lineup with Miley Bonda. Bonda leadoff triple. And the only run scored in the ballgame, she actually stole home. For the only Portales run, she is 1 for 2 in the first pitch, and that riser is going to come up and in for ball number 1 to the righty leadoff hitter for the Lady Rams. Bandit doesn't waste a lot of time in the box, and Udahata doesn't waste a lot of time in the ring, and the fastball will be high. And that will be ball 2. And it took the count full before striking out back in the 3rd. Udahata and Bonda in a pretty good battle today. And the 2-0 pitch swung on and missed. Got her with a little bit of a curveball there. He'll run the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. So a 2-ball, 1 strike count. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lovington hanging on to a 2-1 lead. At the top of the Portales lineup at the dish. And the 2-1 pitch swung on. That'll be a little pop-up as that one is going to fall. As getting the hand on it was Hernandez. She waited on it and then fired over to Olguin, but not in time. And so it'll be an infield single for the speedy Miley Banda. As that one was just kind of in a trouble spot as it went between Urahara, Sanchez, and Hernandez. And ultimately it was Hernandez choosing to take the play, barehanded it and made as strong a throw as she could, but Banda with good speed probably weren't going to get her on that slow high chop. And the pitch outside as Banda goes as Quiroga down, burner down 2-6 as Hernandez slaps the tag down. Nobody has tested Quiroga's arm yet, and they do there as they're coming out to say she was safe. I don't think she was. That was pretty darn quick. As Coach Bonner going to come over from here, it looked like they got her. And now the umps are going to talk about it. And Ai Quiroga, nobody's really tested her arm. Banda the first one to really do that this year. Banda saying she was safe, but she's staying stapled at second. Coach Bonner there with her as the umpires talk about it and agree. And so Banda is down 2-6 for out number 2. So wipes out the single. And I believe it was ball 1 at the plate to Massey, but a great throw by Quiroga and a great tag put on by Hernandez wipes out the single. So the caught stealing by Banda. So now 2 away, and the 1-0 pitch to Massey swung on. She shoots that one in front of the Portales dugout. Caught that one off the fist, but still showing good strength out there and pulled that one foul with authority. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. So a 1-ball, 1 strike count. Now there's 2 down after the caught stealing. Massey 0 for 2 and the 1-1 pitch, and that one going to run inside and low. And it'll be a 2-ball, 1 strike count due up for Lovington as we head to the 7th. It'll be 9-1-2 for them. Lovington would like to shut down Portales right here. And the 2-1 pitch, and that one is going to sail away for ball 3. Daff has gotten that pitch almost all game, but doesn't get it that time, just a little far out. So we'll run a 3-ball, 1 strike count. Quiroga flashes her the sign. Now she'll set up in the middle, and the 3-1 pitch swung on. It's a little comebacker. Urahara knocks it down. Hernandez has to wait on it, fires it over to Olguin, but not going to be in time. So Urahara, if she doesn't touch that one, Hernandez has a much better play on it. It'll be an infield single for Skylar Massey, the second of the ball game. Or rather, the second of the inning, I should say, for Portales. And so now with 2 outs, it'll be Addison Mayberry to the plate. Mayberry 0 for 2. And so now a runner at first for Mayberry in the form of Massey. So Mayberry getting some instructions from Coach Bonner. Addison Mayberry, the catcher, will step in. Portales with the tying run on the base paths and the potential go-ahead run at the plate. So Mayberry will step in as Urahara will deal the fastball outside corner. Yes, ma'am. Strike 1. She has gotten Portales on that pitch just about every time she's thrown it. Let's see if she goes to it again or comes inside. And the 0-1 pitch comes inside, and fastball swung on and missed. Strike 2. One thing Urahara does very well is she moves inside, outside. Now I would be willing to bet she throws that rising fastball. And I have a feeling that's what Coach Bonner might be telling Mayberry is keep an eye out for that riser. And if it's going to go out of the zone, don't hack at it. So you get him not quite sure where to look. She could throw that cut fastball, or she could come in with the inside changeup. We'll see what the pitch selection is on 0-2 and gets her with the riser. Ring her up and sit her down. Mayberry chases the riser. 12th K of the ball game for Urahara as the Rams threaten but come up empty. We head to the 7th. Lovington 2, Portales 1. Lady Cat softball continues in a moment.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington. Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Portales threatens but comes up empty in the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. And a great throw out from Quiroga to Hernandez to get Miley Bonda trying to steal second. A little bit of a controversial call there. The umps got it right, though, at least from our perspective. And so we head to the 7th inning. Lovington leading this one 2-1. I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan on assignment tonight. Tiff Stuber keeping an eye and ear on things back at One Radio Square. It'll be Daphne Urahara, Anahi Quiroga, and Honey Morales. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for the Lady Cats, and they would like to put another run or 3 on the board just to get feeling a little better about this one. A 1-run nail-biter. Portales led much of this ballgame. They scored in the bottom of the 1st, and they led it until the top of the 4th, where Lovington tied it up. Then Lovington taking the lead in the 6th. Now we head to the 7th, and due up first, it'll be Urahara. Daff is 0 for 1, or rather 0 for 2. So 0 for 2 and 2, as Don Morgan would say. Popped out to the shortstop her last time up. Again, Acosta playing almost behind the bag at third as Urahara steps in. Lujan ready to go, and she'll deal that one in the dirt. Ball 1. Again, it's not really dirt anymore. It's turf. There's a timeout on the field while Mayberry going to come over and get the sunglasses. Yeah, that sun is going to be a problem as it starts coming in. Great facility here with the way it is positioned in the late afternoon. It's going to come down right pretty much over the first baseline. First base and right field line, and it is right now. A 1-ball, no strike count to Urahara. And the pitch to Daff has taken something off of that one, a riser from Lujan, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. It has been a very effective pitch for Lujan. She hasn't thrown it often, but when she has generally gotten Loving to go for it. They're used to a much faster riser, and Lujan very effective with it. So it'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike, and the 1-1 pitch swung on, and that'll be a line shot right into the glove of Acosta. Reaches out and stabs that one. Robs Daphne of the probably double on the line out to Acosta. Flashing the leather at third. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing, and Acosta feeling the warmth in the glove, I'm sure, on that one. Credit where credit is due. Good play, and there's 1 down as we'll turn it back over to Anahi Quiroga. 4th time to the plate for Quiroga. She is 0 for 3 in the first pitch, and that one's going to be out of the zone. Ball 1. Interestingly, the first time she's been up to bat where she hasn't led off tonight. Led off the 1st, led off the 3rd, led off the 5th. So 0 for 3. So would like to get something started here for Lovington. They need some insurance runs. And the 1-0 pitch, and that one is going to be away. Ball 2. So the 2-ball, no strike count. As Quiroga steps out, steps back in. McCraw just said, look for your pitch. At 2-0. Quiroga settles in. Mayberry sets up outside, and the 2-0 pitch swung on, and that'll be a chopper. Backhanded deep in the hole at second by Terrazas, and she will fire over to Cordova at first in time 4-3 for out number 2, and that is the second 4-3 that Quiroga has chopped into. And so now 2 down as Honey Morales to the plate for Lovington. So Morales 1 for 3, rather 1 for 2, walked in the first, and then a bunt single in the third, struck out in the fifth. So Honey going to try and get the 2-out rally started for the Lady Cats. And the first pitch is Morales going to shoot that one back to the screen for strike 1. So an 0-ball, 1 strike count, due up for Portales. They've got 4, 5, and 6. It's pretty much right where you would want it. You might rather have 3, 4, 5, but 4, 5, and 6 is okay for Portales, and they want to get there quickly and go to the bottom of the 7th and try and walk this one off. Lovington would like to get a few more runs on the board first. And the 0-1 pitch, and Morales watches that one just high. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. So the 1-ball, 1-strike count. Lovington hanging on to a 2-1 lead here in the district opener from Portales. So a 1-1 count, and the pitch on the way. The riser is going to be high for ball 2. And now a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Up next for Lovington, a doubleheader at Artesia on Friday evening. We'll have that for you here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, Z94 KZOR Facebook page. 2-1 delivery on the way to Morales, swung on, and that one is fouled into the chain link on the right side. And the count evens up at 2-2. Of course, tomorrow we will be at Roswell over at Goddard High School. I believe they call it the launch pad for the district opener boys baseball. Single game from Goddard tomorrow night, then a doubleheader from Wildcat Park on Thursday night. So a lot of Lovington sports this week. As the 2-2 pitch on the way from Lujan, that one going to roll in and run the count full to Morales. So 2 outs, nobody on, a 2-1 Lovington lead. Morales, the DP here this afternoon, turning into evening time as we move towards 7 p.m. So a 3-ball, 2-strike count, nobody on. Lujan has what she wants, and the payoff pitch to Morales. Ding-dong, that'll come in and hit her on the elbow. So the first hit batter of the ball game, and that will turn things over to Zabri Rodriguez. Coach McCraw going to come over and have a word with Zabri while Mayberry goes out and talks to Lujan. While we've got a moment, big thank you to all the good folks who make Lovington Lady Cat and Wildcat Athletics possible. See them there on the bottom of your screen here in their ads. Thanks to them, we do not have to charge you or ask for donations. So be sure that you thank those folks. Always support our local businesses, but especially Bob's Thriftway, Devon Energy, Lee County Electric, Lovington Auto Supply, Napa, Stone Oilfield Services, Eunice Pump and Supply, First American Bank of Lovington, Western States Insurance, and, of course, the Lovington Schools. It's because of those good folks that we get to do this, and I definitely appreciate it. Remember, please subscribe to the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Just search Lovington Sports on YouTube. Subscribe, and once we get to 2,000 subscribers, I'll pull another $100 out of my pocket, give it to one lucky subscriber just to say thanks. Zabri will step in. She'll take the first pitch and foul it off into the screen on the right side, strike 1. And that money's not coming from the sponsors, not coming from the station. That is coming from me just to say thank you for subscribing and supporting your Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. Okay, shameless self-promotion over. Morales stands at first. It's an 0-1 count to Zabri at the plate, and that one going to be low. Mayberry bobbles it but keeps it in front of her, and that's going to keep Honey over at first, who stands there after she was hit by a pitch on a full count. A 1-ball, 1-strike count. Zabri Rodriguez at the plate. Lovington with a 1-run lead, 2-1. Trying to get a 2-out rally going. And the 1-1 pitch swung on, and that's a line shot. Going to find its way through into center field. Bonda comes up, though, and will get it quickly. Fires it back in over the head of Ornelas. But playing the bright position, Lujan in the backup. Reaches up and gets it, but it'll be a 2-out single for Zabri Rodriguez And now Lovington is trying to get that 2-out rally going. So let's see if Angelina Corral can move it around. Angelina 1 for 3 on the day. So the Lady Cat third baseman will settle in. Lovington trying to put some insurance on the board. And the first pitch to Angelina swung on. That'll be a chop shot. Gets past a diver at shortstop. Ornelas with it, rounding second, rounding third, and heading home. And it is an RBI single as Honey Morales will come in on the RBI single. The bouncer up the middle for Corral. And Lovington puts that insurance run on the board. Now they want to keep the line moving. Zabry goes to second, Corral to first as Bonda got that quickly and got it back in. So now it'll be Layla Hernandez to the plate. Layla walked and scored an inning ago. So now still runners at first and second. Corral at first, Rodriguez at second. And Layla Hernandez to the plate. Zimmery Ellis waits on deck. So Layla wants to find a way on, keep the line moving. Lovington trying to break things open here in the top of the 7th inning. They now lead by 2. 2 on, 2 out. Lujan, first pitch, that's going to roll in, and that is going to hit Layla. So 2 hit batters in this one, and it'll load them up. Rodriguez to third, Corral to second, and Layla goes to first. So now Lovington just going to try and keep the line moving as we'll have pitching coach come out and talk to Lujan. She has pitched a very, very, very good game through the first 6 2/3, but has had a little trouble the last 3 batters. Got Daphne Utahata on a hard line out to Acosta, then got Quiroga to bounce out to Terrazas at second. But then a hit batter, back-to-back singles, and now a hit by pitch. Another hit by pitch. And Lovington has found another run. So the meeting at the mound is over. Lujan still in the ring. And going to try and stifle the Lovington rally and hold him to just a run. Zimmery Ellis would like to keep that from happening. Z is 1 for 3. Mayberry sets up outside, and the first pitch to Ellis swung on, and that one is a hard shot, but foul down the third base and out into left field. Strike 1. The Lovington now in the 4th time through. The bats have started perking up just a little bit. Well, it's her last time up, struck out, but she walked, stole the base, and scored in the 4th. Was the first Lovington run of the ball game. So now the bases are loaded, but 2 outs and the 0-1 pitch. Is Emery going to watch that one go up, up, and away for ball 1? Count evens up at a ball and a strike. Hernandez at first, Corral at second, Rodriguez at third. Outfield playing back pretty well, and the 1-1 pitch swung on, and that one up into the screening for strike number 2. So a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Lovington now up 3-1. But it is not a comfortable 2-run lead. You'd like to get at least another run, if not 2 or 3 or 4 on the board, where you start feeling a little better about things going to the bottom of the 7th. A 1-2 count to Ellis at the plate, and the pitch on the way. That one going to sail up high and doing a nice job. Mayberry out of the crouch and leaping up to grab that one to keep the runners right where they're at, and the count evens up at 2-2. McCraw telling Ellis, don't chase anything up high. Be watching for it as Lujan takes a long look into the Portales dugout. Now she has what she wants. Mayberry sets up outside. 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. And did she get a piece of it? Nope, she did not. So that'll be strike 3. Ellis will strike out. That'll be the 8th strikeout of the ball game for Lujan. But Lovington puts a run on the board. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Lovington 3, Portales 1. Lady Cat softball continues in a moment.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
1 run on 2 hits, no errors, but the bases left loaded full of Lady Cats in the top of the 7th. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Lovington leads this one by a score of 3-1. It'll be Annalie Lujan, Dossie Cordova, and Anetzi Acosta, 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Lady Rams of Portales. Great to have you with us, and this has been a good one to open the 2024 district slate. Lovington, the number 4 team in the Max Preps Matrix coming into this ball game. Portales number 14, but Portales has certainly not played like it. Now Annalie Lujan, the pitcher, who has gone the whole way for Portales, will step in, and she'll take the first one and bounce it foul down the third baseline for strike 1. Lujan 0 for 1, or 0 for 2, pardon me. Can't read my own handwriting. 0 for 2 in the ball game, and you hope not 0 for 2 and do. So an 0-1 count. Udahata has gone the whole way thus far for the Lady Cats. Kidoga going to flash the sign. Daff ready, and the 0-1 pitch swung on, and that'll be a slow roller. Olguin will handle it at first and just take it herself and step on the bag. The unassisted ground out to Olguin, and there is 1 down for Portales here in this bottom of the 7th inning. Good job by Olguin there. Jocelyn had to wait on that one to bounce. You will get some bounces off of this turf. It bounces different than the dirt does at home, or the dirt over at the old place here in Portales did. That'll be Dossie Cordova. She's 0 for 2, and the first pitch is that sweeping fastball in there called strike 1. Udahata has made Portales pay on that pitch all afternoon. Let's see if she comes back inside. She's done that a lot too. The 0-1 pitch, and that one going to be fought off. She did come inside. Instead with the changeup, the fastball, and that one fought off the hands of Cordova. And now it'll be a no-ball, 2-strike count. Coach Bonner going to talk to Cordova, who I think maybe flexing the hands a little bit. You catch him right there on top of the hands. That one going to hurt a little bit. I'm giving her just a second to kind of flex the hand a little bit. But she's all right. She's back in. So now it's a no-ball, 2-strike count. Udahata ready to go. Kidoga sets up, and the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Got her with the riser. Ring her up and sit her down. 14th K of the ball game, 13th K of the ball game. Now the 13th strikeout of the ball game. Don't want to make it any more than it actually is for Udahata. And now Portales is going to be down to their final 3 strikes of the evening. Anetzi Acosta to the plate. She is 0 for 2. Grounded out back to Udahata to start the 5th. So Acosta the big open stance. Daff fastball just low for ball 1. Well, the 1-ball, no-strike count. Acosta would like to get on base. That way Portales potentially get the tying run to the plate. Lovington scored their run with 2 outs in the 1-0 pitch and sweeps that one high and away for ball 2. Do not want to lose the number 6 hitter. Udahata has had a dominant performance here. Would like to get another 1-2-3 inning to wrap this one up. And the 2-0 pitch swung on, and that one is fouled into the Portales dugout. Udahata ran that one inside, and Acosta got a piece of it. And now the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Oh, the 2-1 count is Hernandez going to come over and say something to Udahata. As Acosta settles back in. And the 2-1 pitch swung on, and that'll be a slow roller. Handled by Sanchez in the hole at second. Fires it to Jocelyn at first, and plenty of time. 4-3. For out number 3, Portales goes 1-2-3 in the 7th, and Lovington will get the victory in this one. Our final score, 3-1. We'll be back to wrap this one up in just a moment. Lady Cat Softball continues on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
And welcome back to your Lovington Lady Cat postgame report as Lovington goes 1-0 in district as they knock off a very tough Portales team 3-1 from here in Portales. Final line score in this one for the Lovington Lady Cats. They get 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors committed. They do leave 9 runners on base. The final line for Portales, 1 run on 3 hits. They commit 1 error, and they only leave 2 runners stranded. Daphne Udahata gets the win as she will go the complete 7 innings, have 13 strikeouts in the ball game. Doing a quick look at this one, and no walks for Daphne, no hit batter, so goes the complete way and strikes out 13. Getting the loss is Lujan. She also went the complete game, striking out 8 in the process, hitting a couple of batters and walking a couple for Lovington too. So Lovington will improve to 15-3 on the season, but more importantly 1-0 in district going into the battle against the Artesia Lady Bulldogs on Friday. Of course, we'll have that game for you Friday. That doubleheader, as a matter of fact, right here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. We got a lot of sports for you this week. Baseball tomorrow. As Don Morgan and yours truly, we will head over to the launch pad in Roswell at Goddard High for the Singleton tomorrow night. And then the doubleheader at Wildcat Park in Lovington on Thursday. Those games have had to be, was originally scheduled for Thursday and Friday, now Wednesday and Thursday because of the umpiring situation. But so the boys tomorrow and Thursday, then the girls again on Friday from Artesia. And with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on that one as Lovington comes from behind and gets the win 3-1. Lovington Lady Cat softball from New Walmark Digital and One Radio Square Sports, brought to you by Bob's Thriftway, Devon Energy, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Lovington Auto Supply, Stone Oilfield Services, Eunice Pump and Supply, the First American Bank of Lovington, the Lovington Schools, and Western States Insurance. For Tiff Stuber, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square for Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Portales. This has been an exclusive presentation of New Walmark Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow in Roswell.